Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I appreciate you if you're an existing subscriber, and if you're just joining me, please click on the subscribe button and like my video. Yeah, straight to the business of today. I'm taking it down to Mohamed Salah. He's about to break another record, and he's the only African to get to 100 goals with the number of appearances he had. The only person that is ahead of him is the Drogba, and it's like a 254 games to have like a 104 goal, 104 goals. But Mohamed Salah had to do it in a shorter time than Mohamed Salah had to play a 162 appearance and to score 100 goals. So it's not easy to do something. And in few years now, he's going to break the Drogba's record. So what do you see about Salah? What do you see about Salah? And straight off from Salah, I'll be talking about Mendy. Man City, Man City has actually disconnected everything concerning Messi from the website due to the rape cases and the sexual assault he's having presently now. What do you guys feel about player having this kind of same issues, repeated cases? I feel Mendy was careless because he knew what he was up to. He knew what was going on in the football world, and he knew what the girls have been doing lately, because we had this same issue with the likes of Benzema and Ribery, Neymar, and everybody. Most of these players are having this same kind of problem. So he should be very, very careful from the start before he gets into the play with those girls. But I don't know what he was thinking. Before he actually put himself up to this mess. But shit happens, then sometimes that's why they say they are human. So even celebrities are human. Well, that's by the way. I don't know how he's going to get himself out of that mess, but that's his own cup of tea. And now I will be going straight down to Chelsea goalkeeper Edward Mendy. Like Edward Mendy, in my last video, like where me and Mr. Tunde were going back and forth on the issues, like he isn't supposed to be the best goalkeeper, but I actually made a few research about him since the starting of the Premiership. Like Edward Mendy has had a direct 16 shots in this season alone, 16 shots, and none of those shots has passed him. He had saved all the 16 shots, and he has done it quite on his own, because I was looking at the clips and I was following up. He was doing it quite on his own. Whether Chelsea had good defense or not, he had saved 15 shots. The only goal that scored through Edward Mendy was a penalty, and still his performance has been very, very great and outstanding, because lately I've been trying to check up on him and balancing my videos on what we had in the other discussion. But seriously, the guy is good. The guy right now, I'm rating him as one of the best goalkeepers in the world, because seriously, Mendy has everything it takes to clinch that, because he has been doing awesome for Chelsea. I think Chelsea defense is not as really technical as it is, but Edward Mendy's saves that really make them look pretty good. Like they are really, really, really good in the front. Like he's doing everything. Like I watch him all the saves and everything, but I give kudos to the guy. Like he has done what a lot of players a lot of keepers, like he's just like the Gale in his prime. So with all these things, and now he doesn't have the competitions, unlike when the Gale was in his own prime, where we had Noah and other goalkeeper listening and everything. But now it looks like it's the only one there. Like it's just like having the whole Peter Cech, where we had Terry Cavallo in the defense. Now it's just like Rudiger and Thiago Silva. So it's a quick balancing for him, but he's definitely one of the best goalkeepers in the world right now. They have saved 16 shots direct to him. Those shots, like I can give you two clips of those shots. He actually had to stretch, not a direct shot to him on his own, on the goalpost, even in the 6 yard, and became the second team to reach 600 win, apart of Manchester United. So Manchester United are still ahead of them with 90 games. So they still have a lot of wins to catch up with the Manchester United. And the fact is that Chelsea has been the best team in the past decade, like in the past 10 years. So I think they still have a lot of fuels they are still going to drive in this England team. I would have seen Man City, but Man City don't have that zeal like Chelsea, because Chelsea just like they are the diet team here. They don't want to lose. They just want everything on their table. So I really like their energy. So from Atletico Madrid, I think he's not ready yet for the Premiership. He was a little bit. We know he's a good player, but I don't think he has that composure yet for the Premiership. He needs to relax, get fit. Premiership is a fast and very, very intensive game. So I think he needs to get a fast track like he's in the Premiership right now, so that he could actually mount the pressure in that league, because it was too sloppy for me, and I didn't even see him being being one of the best midfielder right now in the Premiership. So straight up, let's go to Paul Pogba. He had 7 assists in 4 games. How do you see that? Like, he just only had 14 more assists to break the record. Do you see Pogba matching that standard? Yeah, can he break that record? Can he, because he has only 14 more assists to break the record, as in the all-time assist in a season, and we still have 34 games to go. Do you see that? Do you see that happening? Do you see that happening? Because like I see the spirit in that team right now. Like, even though they don't have the high pace of possession, they still has this energy to win. I don't know how it's been happening for them lately. But okay. Like I said, like, maybe the conclusion of these signings they had this time around has actually increased the intensity of that team, because when they signed Ronaldo, I heard about the last match that Ronaldo gave a speech to the players, like, it's not about them as in the player, it's about the result they give to the team. So your results will speak more about your individuality. You can't play well and keep losing, and you expect people to recognize you. So you need the team result. So I think that's the difference between big players and average players, because they are all there with their mentality and the winning string and everything. They just want to do things right. Even if their name is being heard, it should be heard on the platter of good. So it seems very much for Ronaldo. And you guys saw what Ronaldo did in the weekend. He came back. The king is back. He actually had to score 2 goals. Though the first one was just for like, okay, I'm back. And the second one, like, Ronaldo can do what he used to do. So it is very, 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 very sloppy for the league right now. Like, now, how do you expect Manchester United to manage Ronaldo and Cavani up front, with Greenwood being firing himself, and you'll see like the boy is young but he can do a lot. And Rashford is not even in the team yet. The guy is injured and everything, and he can actually see Lingard again. That team is just too full for. I don't know how Ole is going to manage that, but we all hope like, okay, he gets things done. And another thing, Manchester United against Newcastle. Like, Manchester United break a viewing record, because the records that have never been seen all time in England. The viewers that actually views that game were 8.6 million viewers, which has never happened in any English football again. You can see that Ronaldo has a big influence in football. Like, Manchester United have been playing week in, week out, and we don't have this kind of record of views. Like, everybody just wants to watch Ronaldo, and you can see what happened in the stadium. The whole numbers of fans, the average number of Manchester United fans were putting up Ronaldo shirt. So Ronaldo is the biggest influencer in football. Or I don't know if you quote me wrong, but if you feel like I'm saying the wrong thing, you can actually put it in the comment section. But for me, Ronaldo is the biggest influencer in football. How do you see it? Like, how do you see, like, when you just come into a team and your clothes begins to sell? Like, it is one of the major sales in England right now. He actually gave them the TV right. He actually gave this. Like, I think Manchester needs somebody like this on the long run. I think the word that margin was too much for Pogba. He couldn't handle, like, so with Cavani and Ronaldo. I think the pressure should be less. Then we had Fernandez, and he could actually free himself up, do what he knows to do. Like, we are having a full team here. This is now we are seeing in Manchester United, not those ones we've been seeing like the past 2, 3, 4 years. But fine, it's football. Things can happen. And another things like that happened during the weekend is that Mourinho played his 1,000 game and he won. So the man was just happy. He was running around the field because he almost felt like he's not going to win that game. So Echeverri gave him a 9 minutes goal. I think it's in 93 or 94. So he scored, and Baba was jubilating. So the fact that 1,000 game, and he has won 139 games out of the 1,000, and he has won 25 trophies. I think it's not easy. We all know how this thing is in the league, like going back and forth, champions, everything. But well, that's a well-producing result for Mourinho. I think Ole Guardiola has more wins than him, apart from the slight of Faggy, who has more games than them. So, but it's fine. Then another thing is that Martin Ortega actually believes that Arsenal can still be winning Europe. Like, he wants to play in the Europa League, and he believes they can still win the league in the nearest future. I don't know what Arteta is telling them. I think they have a plan that they are following, but with the way they were playing, we know it's not possible, and we know it's not even likely like a plan. It's just like they are going down drastically. They had to struggle against their last match before they could even win a 1-0 goal. But it's the belief, and when your team is believing, it's good. So another one is that David Luiz finally sealed his deal and joined Flamingo till December 2022. So David Luiz for me is not much of a signing. So fine, let's see what's going to happen to Flamingo. And Tottenham again, they signed Emerson Royal from Barcelona at the deadline day, and the transfer was not sure, but finally everything is done, and they know what they want with him, and I think they were having a statement with him and every other thing. But fine, he has been in everything they want him to be. And another thing about Liverpool, they need to stay firing. They need to stay firing. Like you can see, like Chelsea know the problems. They know their problems. Like we don't have a front liner, and they actually go for it. Like they have Lukaku, and Lukaku is delivering well. Lukaku, you can't imagine Lukaku being the Lukaku of 3-4 years ago. He knows where to control the ball. He knows how to use his body. He knows when to move. He knows when to play the shot. There's a big win for Chelsea in even getting a striker, and the same thing applies to Manchester United. I think they know the problems. They know the issues. The only way I feel like Manchester United did not even actually tackle their issues was the defensive midfielder, but they were still okay because they felt like okay, McTominay has a lot of time to improve. They have Fred who could hold the ball and still pass again, and they had Pogba who could do the marking and still do the playing. And not forgetting that they still have Matic in the depths, but the whole attacking options were covered and during the transfer window. So there's still space. There's still space. So what is Liverpool doing with their attack? With this their attack? That's the problem, because now Diego Jota still looks like a firing man now, but what about Sadio Mane and Firmino? So the relationship between these players needs to keep going, and they need to keep firing their forms. So I don't know what you guys feel about this. I don't know what you guys feel about this Liverpool team. So you can actually tell me on the comment section, like, this is what is going on. So I will actually have to learn from there. Well, I don't really have much to say about this video, because I'm actually focusing on Champions League. So that's why I don't even have a lot of news to bring to you guys. But just take this for the, and on Tuesday or Thursday I'll be back, right, guys. Please, thank you for watching this video, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe.